Hi, Steve here. Thank you for joining me on the Panoramic Travels YouTube channel. We went on the Viking Mediterranean and Adriatic Odyssey ocean cruise in February 2026. And by we, I mean Janet and I, and our friends Kim and Don. This video is the first in a series and covers our time on the Viking Star, including the ship itself, the crew, the entertainment, the activities, and of course the food. Janet and I have been on 6 Viking river cruises. This is our second Viking Ocean cruise. Our first was the South America and Chilean fjords in 2023 on the Viking Jupiter. Viking started its river cruises in 1998, but the Viking Star is Viking's first ocean ship, with its maiden voyage in 2015. Viking now has over 100 river, ocean, and expedition ships. The expedition ships, focusing on the Arctic Circle, Antarctica, and the Great Lakes, started in 2022. Viking Ocean ships are about a third of the size of many cruise ships, allowing them to enter into smaller ports. For example, on this cruise, we were always docked at the port and never had to use tenders. Their ocean ships can carry up to 930 passengers and a crew of 550. Okay, now I'll take you on a tour of all the decks.
My name is Bruce, and it's my pleasure to be your cruise director on this fantastic voyage. First, a little bit about me. I'm originally from the great state of Michigan. Any Michiganders? Did you hear the people that booed? They're from Ohio. I also want to say, for the short amount of time you've been on board, you've been extremely complimentary about our wonderful team on board and the fine hospitality that they offer. So thank you so much. They really mean a lot. And I always like to say that excellence starts at the top, and so that's the perfect time for me to introduce the master of the vessel. Would you please welcome to the stage your captain, Captain Frederick Ehrlich.
First of all, welcome on board. My name is Frederick Ehrlich. I come from Sweden. That's the land of Vikings, flat pack furniture, and of course the world famous Swedish chef from the Muppet Show. Anyway, it's my absolute pleasure to be the captain of this beautiful Viking Star. And Viking Star was actually the first ocean ship that Viking built in 2015. Yeah, and if we exclude the vast number of river ships, we now have 12 ocean ships and 2 expedition ships, and of course cruises all over the world. And I can tell you, recently, Viking signed contract to build another 10 ocean ships. So each year from coming year now, we're going to have 1 to 2 ships being delivered every year. That's amazing. The Vikings are once again taking over the oceans. And on board here during this cruise, we are around 460 crew, about 50 different nationalities, and we're going to take care of you, and we're going to make sure you have the best cruise ever. So we can't bring everybody up on stage, but I know we have some of our senior officers and managers, and they are really, really eager to give you a special welcome. So please give a warm hand as we welcome our senior officers and launchers up on stage. Thank you.
And so now it's been given to me the honor of offering tonight's toast. So, Captain and Martine, would you join me? Fantastic. If you have a glass, raise your glass. If you don't have a glass, raise your hand. Here's our toast for tonight. Here's to good food and good friends. And here's to the hope that the fates conspire to bring us all together again. Skål. Captain, did they give you ginger ale? Yes, I know. Martine, ginger ale? One of these days we're going to get the big boy and girl drink, I swear. I know. Please give these wonderful professionals on stage a nice round of applause. Captain, thank you very much. Viking is very proud of its enrichment programming as well. It is a key part of every Viking voyage, and I'm really proud that Viking has curated such a brilliant panel of lecturers, including our Viking resident historian for you for this voyage. It's going to be chock-a-block with fantastic topics, so please watch the Viking Daily every single day and join us here in the Star Theater for the enrichment programming.
Tying up my white tie, brushing up my tails. I'm tuning up my shirt fronts, putting in my shirt studs, polishing my nails. I'm stepping out my day to breathe an atmosphere that simply reeks with glass.
The Viking vocalists also paid tribute to musical legends including Aretha Franklin, Elvis, Billy Joel, Elton John, Bruce Springsteen, and others. The restaurant is the main restaurant, no reservation needed. The left side of the menu, the destination menu, changes daily. The right side of the menu, the classics, stays the same throughout the cruise. The World Café is buffet style and is more casual compared to the restaurant.
I am the handsome brother, and he's my, mentor, the one with brains.
One person has the brains and one has the look.
A little bit spicy, yes. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
We are all brothers.
Hey, we are all brothers.
Yeah, we all brothers.
I've never met them. And they believe you. I don't believe you. I'm telling you, if they scam you, I don't know. Don't come back to me. All right?
You need to make reservations for Manfredi's Italian restaurant and the chef's table. You can make one reservation for each restaurant online before the cruise. Once you're on the ship, you can make more reservations for Manfredi's and the chef's table at the entrance to the World Café. The chef's table menu changes every few days, but it's a predetermined meal. Everyone gets the same courses, including palate cleansers between courses and different wines for different courses.
You hide it well.
A very good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Star Theater, and if you're watching on your stateroom television, welcome to you as well. It's a pleasure to have you here for the first of many port talks about this fascinating itinerary. We're going to start with an Italian word which began in the city of Naples, and it's understood worldwide, and it doesn't matter if your native language is English, Chinese, Estonian, Swahili, or Urdu. The word is the same in every language, and that word is pizza. Pizza was invented as a street food in Naples during the 18th century, and it was perfected there in the year 1889 when the original margherita pie was served to Italy's Queen Margherita, who was visiting Naples' now famous Pizzeria Brandy restaurant. It was meant to showcase the three colors of the brand new Italian flag. So it tempted your eye with bright red tomatoes, sparkling white mozzarella, and fresh green basil.
To be honest, we didn't attend many of the lectures. A lot of them took place at 6:30 when we would typically be heading to dinner, but they were recorded and were available to watch later on our stateroom TV. There was one bag-out tournament. It was on day 4, our only day at sea. Bruce added some twists to the game. Players had to play from partway up the stairs, then later they had to throw all 3 bags at once, and finally, well, you'll see in a minute. Bruce picked up the board, placed it vertically, and players had to try to score on a moving target.
Of Valentine's trivia. Number 1, he defeated Raging Bull Jake LaMotta in the 1951 St. Valentine's Day Massacre to become the middleweight boxing champion. Long before Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh boy.
How's that for Valentine's?
Yeah, yeah.
Long before Lorena Bobbitt, the son of the Greek deity Uranus castrated him and threw his you-know-whats into the sea. And from the sea foam that it generated emerged this goddess. So here we go. Number 1, he defeated Raging Bull Jake LaMotta in 1951 so-called St. Valentine's Day Massacre to become the middleweight boxing champion. That's Sugar Ray Robinson. Number 2, emerged the goddess Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Did any team get 25 or more? How many points did you get? 26 points? Anybody else? Can anybody else tie or beat 26 points? Give them a nice round of applause. That's your winning team right there with 26 points. Let's keep. You have been so lovely and so wonderful, but I have to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being so kind to my wonderful team members on board. And at the very beginning of the cruise, I said, that kind of thing goes all the way to the top. And that's my cue to introduce once again your captain. Would you please welcome to the stage the master of the vessel, Captain Frederick F.
Hello, Vikings! We have had some amazing food and drinks with that. Yeah. Give a few comments there. Yeah. Well, I really wish I could take credit for everything, but I can't. I really can't. And tonight is really about giving credit to our absolutely amazing, amazing crew. And we do have the best crew ever, right?
Same way that we began, with a toast. So if you have a glass, raise your glass. If you don't have a glass, raise your hand. And it's given to me the privilege again of offering the toast for this evening. So on behalf of our captain, our hotel general manager, and all of the officers and crew, here we go. Here's to the hope that your winds blow slight, and here's to the hope that your cares are light, and here's to the hope that after 14 days, your pants aren't too tight. Skål! We have a shared goal, and that is every single day that something that we do will far exceed your expectations, whether it's a port we take you to, a shore excursion that we offer, a meal that we serve, a beverage that we make, a service that we provide either in the shops or the spa or the salon, just somebody walking past you in a hallway smiling and saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how was your day, and entertainment, music, something that somebody does every day puts a smile on your face and makes you glad that you chose Viking and Viking Star in particular for your exciting cruise experience. Next round of applause that you hear is going to be from us to you.
As I mentioned earlier, we were on a Viking Ocean ship 3 years ago, the Viking Jupiter, for the South America and Chilean Fjords cruise. I noticed 3 differences between the Star and the Jupiter. Number 1, the Jupiter had an explorer's dome, basically a small theater that had short documentaries projected onto the spherical ceiling. Number 2, the Jupiter had a ping pong table on the sports deck. Jan and I were disappointed that there wasn't one on the Star because back home we play ping pong just about every day. And third, there was an artist on board the Jupiter who offered multiple watercoloring sessions. But I think that cruise had 4 or 5 days at sea, which might explain why they offered more onboard activities. This cruise only had 1 day at sea. So that's my Viking Star review. Thanks again for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and ring the bell so you'll know when more videos in this series become available.